Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
No. 18. Use the mic. Watch one. Say, where y'all going? Hey. Zoom. Watch 24. Back north. Hey, Delta. No.
Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 9.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Bang. You draw Corker.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Now they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mike, 158. Jim. Check 20.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The mic, boys. 52. I got you.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
No. 319. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. You better be afraid of me. You get it.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds and looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 56. I got you.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great errant. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On first down, Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Oh, man, I thought we already ordered something. I wish they want to get some signals.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Keep it up, guys. You got tape. You got tape. Back north.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Action. 6-6. Pull it high. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Come on, set. HB Gator. Here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
On the ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Ready.
Here is Anderson on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Rodney Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 to make it the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Returning it is Moore. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Geno Atkins. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
10-2 stop.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the toss, Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense, make it stand. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
On the ball.
On first down, Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, box chop, box chop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check, get it.
The toss play to Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Hey, exit.
2nd and long. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
my shit. So I'm waiting for these niggas to get playing in my shit. Soldier. What you doing, man? I know you seen it. Good. Take it. Quit playing around, man. Nigga, I tried to grab it, you let it go. stronger. Psych. The bird is she got to so she on there. She has your strong alkaline features. Alkaline features. Use context clues. You are so dumb. So dumb. Oh my god, you might have me fucked up. You have me fucked up. Yeah, but it hurts. It hurts. She's a baby. I don't know how much of a benefit. Yeah, they might be so, they might be true, still. Who else is who? Of course, who? What do you mean? I said, you don't have any. Mother's tongue. Chicken nuggets it is. Yeah. Chicken nuggets it is, kids. Did anyone say chicken nuggets? FaceTime. Bro, this shit should play dead. This shit just play dead on you. This shit just play dead on you. This shit just play dead on you, though. Yes. She most definitely had homeboy. What it do? Okay. Man, why you keep... Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But no, I'm talking. I called to talk about this. The Chargers nigga, man. Damn. No, not him. No, not him. I'm talking about the actual Chargers. The Bears homeboy, the fat boy. Cause man, he's just like he ain't came at me yet, but he's just like a dude just try to come in and recruit people for his franchises and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know how he operates. Cause you can try to get a man in his league like a couple times before that. Like nigga, I'm not joining your shit. Your shit Sim off top. I don't care what the team is. Your shit Sim. I'm not playing out. Yeah, I'm just saying he just be doing that shit. Like I don't like that shit. Just don't be here trying to get all the shit you doing. I already know. You know what I'm saying? That's why I left this league. Like, bro, you ain't even on play in this man league. You was even trying to get all the active people. But you get plenty of people. Right? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's funny. I did get it. I knew that man purpose though. I'm just saying, yeah, 'cause I'm just saying, if you all chatting all that active, he just ain't playing no games. Just don't want nobody have no trash ass record, and then gonna have to somebody to replace that. Like somebody's really gonna come in and play. But we ain't got to be on us 2 games. Like all the games get played, then other motherfuckers gonna look at it like shit. Yeah, I can't be slacking on my games. Like hell no. Like there's plenty of people that say like, yo, I ain't never seen no shit. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna do that. I was just telling the fizz I ain't nothing but 3 leagues. You know, other ones is dying, like kind of dying out. They, you know what I'm saying? It be letting people do them dumbass trades and shit. The teams be fucked up. You trading niggas. Yeah, like the old man. I was no niggas who the fuck with and shit. I just fuck with my shit. Their shit. You know what I'm saying? I just really fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? When they keep this shit rolling, I don't pay no gifts, none of that shit in other niggas' league. I might say what's up to them every now and then, but that shit ain't ringing. You fucking with that shit, bro. Yeah. But I just don't want nigga here not playing the, just not in here playing games. Nigga not in there playing games and just trying to recruit niggas. I ain't falling for that shit, man. Like you just in this shit. Yeah, so yeah, my eyes out on that nigga. That's what comes, you know. Yeah, or reach out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 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 yeah. But I try to find places for him though first. For the Hawks. So I try to, yeah. Yeah, so I'm trying to play this line. I'm trying to play Dolphins right now. He 2-0 too, so yeah, that should be a pretty good game, man. Dolphins, no division. Yeah, no, no, no. No, it's too many weapons out here, bro. And I got to get Brown too. Last night was Brown night. Last game. I'm surprised I didn't get an award for him. I need to check the awards. But yeah, bro. Yeah, this nigga just got back on. Unless a kid on or something. Yeah, yeah, he green light. Oh yeah, I'm trying to. I ain't number 3 leagues. Yeah, yeah, motherfucker. Oh yeah. Oh yep. This nigga just texted me and said no. So yeah, I'm saying got a screen. Yeah, I'm finna get crack this nigga right now. So all I gotta do tomorrow is motherfucking post some shit, get it going. So I get up in the morning, I'll set a couple out. Then when I get to work, I'll set a couple out. Go on break, see what's try to scan through. But it's snowing tomorrow and shit. Here it's supposed to, so I'm gonna be outside for the most part, getting the motherfucking ice in. I'm just in position. I'm just on the grounds and shit outside. I know everything. Yeah, I got a motherfucking gator out there, bitch. With a motherfucking plow on the front. We got a flatbed. Goddamn pickup. It's a little, you know what I'm saying, a little block. You know what I'm saying, y'all patrolling shit. We gotta maintain it outside. That's about it, bro. So yeah, hopefully we can post the screen so because this man in your division, so you definitely gotta watch. I said this man in your division, so you definitely gotta watch. I could put it up. I think my shit's still streaming.